to week 6, episode 4. All right, so yesterday and the day before, we got to learn about Helen Frankenthaler and do that inspire draw along video. I'm still really curious and interested to see how some of your artworks turned out, so I hope you share some. So the abstract expressionist artist that we're learning about today, his name is Jackson Pollock, and he was born January 28th, 1912 in Cody, Wyoming. He was an American. So one thing that Jackson Pollock and Helen Frankenthaler had in common is that they both painted on the floor, but they had two different techniques. Helen was the color field technique, and then Jackson Pollock's technique was called the drip technique, where he would drip paint onto the floor, onto his canvas, and then he would put it up onto the wall. So I was looking at my book again and trying to see if I might have Jackson Pollock's artwork in my book that has artwork from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is in New York. And I found one of Jackson's paintings. So I'm gonna show you because I like that I can find artwork in my own home. And so this is by Jackson Pollock and it's called Autumn Rhythm, okay? Autumn Rhythm, here we go. You might have seen some of this type of artwork before. Look at all of the energy. There's a lot of rhythm. There's a lot of line. This painting, does it look slow or does it look like it was made really fast? I feel like it was probably made really fast, right? Also, one of Jackson's largest inspirations was a woman artist named Janet Sobel, and she was from the Ukraine. When we get to look at some of Jackson's artwork in the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you one of Janet Sobel's artworks, and I bet you will see a similarity because they will kind of look the same. Right, so in just a moment, I'm going to switch that screen and we're going to get to look at some of Jackson Pollock's artworks. We're also going to see one artwork by Janet Sobel, who was a big inspiration to Jackson Pollock. Remember, at this time, if you want to pause the video and discuss and do a table talk with someone nearby, you can pause the video because remember, we want to pretend like we're in the classroom. Here we go. Here's a portrait of Jackson Pollock. Blue poles. I like that Jackson Pollock used a lot of primary colors in this painting. Here's Jackson in his studio. He's painting on the floor doing his drip technique. Number 21. This is a pretty small piece for Jackson Pollock. It's pretty tiny compared to the other ones. 26A, black and white. Look at all the rhythm and the movement in this painting. It looks pretty fast. Portrait of a Dream. I like this painting as it looks like it's two paintings in one. This painting is by Janet Sobel. It's called Milky Way, and she was Jackson Pollock's largest inspiration. Can you see the similarities? All right, I hope you enjoyed looking at some artwork by Jackson Pollock. And did you see any similarities between that painting by Janet Sobel? They looked kind of familiar. They had the kind of like same drip lines, right? So a lot of people see Jackson Pollock's artwork and they're like, I can do that. That's just drip painting. You know, I can do that. That's super easy. And yes, you can. But the whole idea is that Pollock came up with that in the 1950s. That was a long time ago. And if you look at his paintings now, they look modern. They look like they're from today. So that's kind of cool, is that his artwork is kind of timeless. You can't really tell if it's from today or it's from the past. All right, so we're at the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed Pollock's abstract expressionist artwork. I will see you tomorrow with a draw along video inspired by Jackson Pollock. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.